Sorry, little scream there. Hey guys, it's Naomi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favourite Netflix shows that I've watched over the time I've had Netflix. Cool. Okay, shout out to my cousin Alistair and my uncle Chris for letting me borrow their Netflix account because I'm poor, I don't have my own Netflix account. The first few Netflix shows that I watched was Pretty Little Liars. I really enjoyed it until we found out who A is, and then I think they carried it on a bit too much. Like, there was a new character called AD and they had to find out who that was, and it was just like, just stop already. But other people enjoy it, so maybe you would. It's about 5 girls, and one of their friends gets murdered. A year later, they all get back together. They don't know who's murdered their friend, and then they start getting weird texts from this person called A. Yeah, I'd recommend it until they find out who A is, and then it gets boring. But you can try it for yourself, you never know. The next series I've watched is Death Note. So I started watching it on Crunchyroll because I didn't have Netflix, which is an anime website where you can watch anime, but it's usually subtitles instead of like it being dubbed over. And I was a bit like, I don't like TV shows with subtitles on. I watched it and it was amazing. I didn't care about the subtitles after watching it for so long. I got so into it. It's about this normal boy. He finds a book called the Death Note, and basically there's a death god called Ryuk. Basically, if you write anyone's name in the book, they die. And you can write how they die and everything, but then no one knows it's you who's killing them. And he's called Light, and he's adorable. There's like these investigators, and one's called L. Kira is the person who's killing everyone with this death note, and that's his like name. When you're watching it, you know it's Light because it tells you and everything, but they don't know it's Light. And then when they find out that it's Light, don't watch the Hollywood version, the Hollywood movie version. It's terrible. Terrible acting. You can't even beat the anime. Like, don't make a film about it. Thanks. My favourite Netflix TV show series is Stranger Things. It's a Netflix original, and obviously if you know me and if you've watched my video that I've uploaded before about Stranger Things, you'll know how much I love Stranger Things. Let me explain it to you. So basically, there's a girl with superpowers and she's bald because she's being kept in a laboratory and they've been testing on her and stuff, and she's called 11, so she has a little mark on her, 011, and she has a name but she doesn't know her name. She's just called 11, and she escapes from this lab and 4 boys find her. These 4 boys have a friend who went missing. Is it 4 boys? 3 boys have lost their one friend, and they want 11 to help them find their friend. Turns out their friend's in another dimension, and 11's the only one who can get there. The romance in it between 11 and Mike, like, oh my gosh, yes. There's a little girl walking past. Please don't look at me weirdly like I'm filming a video, because I'm not filming a video. I mean, I am, but like... The next one is called The End of the Effing World, and I love it. Some people aren't that keen on it. Like my friend Erin, she was like, no, hate it, can't get into it. Basically, there's a psycho boy who wants to kill someone, and then he decides, I'm gonna pretend to fall in love with this girl so I can eventually kill her. And then, plot twist, they both fall in love and they get into some trouble. It's amazing. The next one is Atypical. It's the most adorable Netflix show. It's about a boy who has autism and he's trying to get by in the world, and he's got like this counsellor who is trying to teach him how to be a normal teenage boy, and it's adorable. It brings you into the life of someone with autism, and I think it's really educational actually, because it does teach you like people with autism don't think the same as us, but they're still a person and they still have feelings and everything. Yeah, it's pretty good, you should watch it. My next favourite show is The Big Bang Theory, and I actually started watching it on TV because my cousin got me into it. My cousin Macy, shout out to you Macy. I think it's amazing. I've watched all the episodes in order except the new season, only on TV because it's not on Netflix yet, which it should be. It's about 4 guys and they're all nerds. Then there's a hot girl next door to their flat, and then one of the guys fancies her, but she's like way out of her league, and then they've got to try and get her, and then there's one of the nerds can't even speak to girls, so he can't like date or anything. The other one has like no feelings, so doesn't know how to act like a normal human being. but he eventually gets a girlfriend, and then she's got to deal with him and stuff because he literally doesn't understand emotions and other people's emotions. And then there's this other guy who literally just flirts with every girl ever, but he finds a wife actually. You should watch it. Next one is 13 Reasons Why. I wouldn't recommend this if you get triggered easily by like suicide and self-harm. It's about a girl who killed herself, and she leaves little tapes for the people that supposedly led her to kill herself, which I wasn't fond of the idea, because I think if you kill yourself, it's your fault. You shouldn't blame anyone else. The next one is To the Bone. I love this film. I've watched it like 3 times now. Why is that girl like dancing like literally there? And singing to herself? Okay, sure. And it's about a girl with anorexia, and she doesn't really want to get help, and she doesn't want to like be better. She goes to this house where people are with different eating disorders, and she meets a boy, and the usual thing happens, you know, when they fall in love. But what annoys me is at the end when she gets like no, you need to watch it. It just really annoys me that like it doesn't go that far into the relationship, and I love rom-coms, so like romance movies. I love romance movies. I just want to see their relationship. I want them to do a second part. Next recommendation is Friends. It's on TV as well as on Netflix. I've been watching it on Netflix. I'm on season 6. I've been zooming through it. So there's Joey, Chandler, Ross, Monica, Rachel and Phoebe, and they're all friends, and then there's a few romances between them, and it's adorable. But then it really annoys me that Rachel and Ross aren't back together, and I know they're going to get back together soon, but it just really annoys me that they keep breaking up, and it's like, just stay together please. Like, I love their relationship. Thank you guys for watching. I think that's all there is to tell. I'll carry on watching Netflix, and I'll come up with some more recommendations for you. I'll leave a list of the shows I just said down in the description. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you to this person for subscribing. If you want to be in the next shout out on the next video, then give me a video idea in the comments or be a new subscriber. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Sorry. I'm sorry.